just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. La 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 la, feeling groovy. Hello lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhyme for me? Doing the doo-doo, feeling groovy. La 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 la, feeling groovy. Got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. La 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 la, feeling groovy. You were made for me, everybody tells me so. You were made for me, the only time that you don't know.
The cheese, sir? That'd be fourpence.
Fourpence? That seems terribly expensive. I expect that's because Harold Wilson recently replaced Sir Alec Douglas-Home as Prime Minister, and because Freddie and the Dreamers are riding high at the top of the pop charts. Bring back rationing, that's what I say.
On your list, I knew that you were made for me.
Of course, in the caring, sharing 90s, fourpence gets you even less. But if you're prepared to shell out around 10 of those new decimal pounds, you can step back in time to when everything was fab and gear, courtesy of the Solid Silver 60s show.
Oh, what's this? The management regret that due to circumstances beyond their control, Mr. Jimi Hendrix will not be appearing. Never mind, I expect Freddie will be fantastic. Freddie, listening to all the accents out there at the sound check, the sound crew, the bands, it's almost like a Manchester show, really, isn't it?
Well, initially, I think it was a Manchester show. I mean, if you think of Wayne Fontana, you think of Peter Noon or Herman's Hermit, you think of Freddie and the Dreamers. We're all Manchester bands. And there's a funny thing about it. In 1965, I think it's the only time in the history of pop where they become 1, 2 and 3 in the American charts. And I'll say initially I thought this particular show was going to go along that line. Then along came the Trogs, which gave it a different dimension.
Yeah.
And but it's working very well.
So you three acts were 1, 2 and 3 in the American charts what, in
1965. I started very young.
Whoa, whoa, I love you, baby. I love you so. I need you, honey. I'll never let you go. You're the girl in my life. You're the one I adore. I love you.
I read somewhere that there was a dance fad in the States, Do the Freddie
That's
or
correct.
something. Is that right?
We were invited to America. We were on the Trini Lopez show, and Trini says, "What's this dance you're doing?" Well, I never regarded it as a dance, you know, it was just a routine. So I says, "Oh, it's the Freddie." So he says, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, doing the Freddie, it's Freddie and the Dreamers." And it shot to #1. And next minute, there was a dance craze called Do the Freddie. So that's how it all happened.
Things that sing and fly.
The scene backstage is seriously rock and roll. But if these names are right, then I must be about 8 years old. Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders? No.
Come on, out of here, out of here.
The Trogs? Never. Is there really still an audience for a 60-date tour of yesterday's men? Retire? Unthinkable. So what is the secret of rock and roll staying power? Sex? Drugs? Alcohol?
In the late 60s, when the Beatles took LSD and went off to see the Maharishi, and suddenly everyone became hippies,
Yeah.
what did you do then?
I was into cream cakes.
How do you smoke one of these then? There'll be more from Freddie later in the programme, and that tour continues on the road for the next couple of months. The Trogs, by the way, were fantastic. Now, where would you get Freddie and the Dreamers and the Trogs rubbing shoulders with Hamlet? Oh.
Doing the doo-doo, feeling groovy. La 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 la, feeling groovy. got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy.